Listen up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah. Let's crack 'em.
Crack 'em. Are you going to pick that up later?
Yeah, I don't even know where it went.
Let it be.
We got a guest.
We got him back.
A returning guest.
First time, second timer.
For the second
first time,
time.
second timer.
We got it the first time.
Second time, long
second
time.
time. August Campbell. There he is.
He's going to try and open it. Ooh.
Oh. You usually can't get those ones with the lighter.
I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore. I don't even know.
How are you smoking them cigarettes these
How
days?
am I smoking these cigarettes these days? I would be smoking them through my ears.
That's impressive.
Oh, it's gross.
A little gross. More impressive than anything else.
Yeah.
No, I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking. A month later, we got pregnant, so you had that working for me at the time.
All right.
Now I'm
How
just
hard
gonna
was it
keep
to stop?
going through
For the month
It was real
before.
hard. It
Yeah.
wasn't easy. It was really hard.
What was the hardest part?
The nice days, like those rare nice days you get in December and January, where you can actually go outside and sit on the deck. Like those days when you just want to go out and have a beer and a cigarette, like it's tough.
Welcome back to Augie's counseling session.
Yeah, we're helping Augie through this.
Jesus.
So everybody saw Tom wash my balls. If you follow our Instagram account.
I did, gladly.
I got to say, he was a great sport about it. He offered 18 times. I didn't make him do it 18 times. But
No, you didn't. You were actually a good sport about having won the bet as well. So I'll give you that right back.
Thank you. He was. It was truly service with a smile. This guy.
Until I got hit in the balls.
He self-inflicted.
Oh.
This was unbelievable. Go ahead, Tom.
So we're walking off like the 16th green, somewhere around there. There was only a few holes left. I know because I couldn't.
It really
last
doesn't
more.
matter how many holes were left.
Would you stop cutting me off right from the start? I'm trying to set up the fact that I didn't have to do too much anymore. Anywho, before I was so rude.
16 out of 18 holes.
Yeah, so there's only a couple holes left.
What temperature was it outside? Give us more details that are prevalent.
You know what? I think it was rainy and about 55. But if you don't mind, I'd like to go on with my story.
I would love for you to get on with the story.
Well, then stop cutting me off.
I usually quit golf earlier than the end of it, so.
Well, this is what kind of caused me to quit it before the end of it
Like
because we're walking
quit
off.
or stop counting scores.
Every time I'm done with golf, I quit, but then I start up again.
Every time you play, you
So at
quit.
the end of every hole, you quit and you start up again.
I'm waiting for my clubs to end up in the bottom of the river.
Down by the river.
If there's any courses that you play with the river.
the rivers?
I'm sorry, Tom.
So
Sorry about your balls, man.
So walking off the green, Herc's got one of those putters with the long back on it that's like a good 4 inches wide. So as I'm walking off, my
so
toe
obnoxious.
It's so obnoxious because my toe hit the back of it just perfectly, where it whipped back. Like think about hitting a rake, like stepping on a rake, like one of those metal rakes, and just whooping right in the
You've
face.
seen YouTube videos,
except directly in the nuts. Like
I'm picturing Goonies when they leave that shore
Goonies.
restaurant.
Yeah.
And the girls run out,
Exactly.
jump on the thing. They think it's like a skull on the end of the thing. They come run back in, and hence the greatest movie of all time.
So that's what happened. Right in the nuts, straight to the ground. Matt said he felt something get ripped out of his hand. He thought that maybe I pulled his putter or something, and everyone else heard a hitting me in the. Oh,
The
man.
unfortunate thing is that Tom was walking behind us, so all we heard was a thud, and then Tom dropped to the ground, full body to the ground, and just laid on the ground and went, "Oh, my dick!"
Wait, did you hurt your dick or you hurt your balls?
It was both because it came up and I was down.
Not
I
a
was
lot of room
down
to cover.
probably left. I would assume because my right ball.
I enjoy where your hands are right now.
You want to grab a picture of that?
Now everyone's picturing it.
It was my right ball mostly and my dick. So it just kind of got.
His hands
both
are down
of
by
them.
his ankles. I'm sorry that we're not. I'm sorry that we're not live casting this. This is unfortunate.
It was just unbelievably painful. It was one of those things that it was so funny that I was laughing but in agony at the same time.
He honestly wasn't okay for solid 15 minutes.
Is that right?
He wasn't okay. He was kind of hunched over. He wasn't having fun for a
No,
while.
it was
We
miserable.
were laughing.
Yeah,
very loud.
a lot.
I didn't have a good day on the golf course.
No, neither did I.
I almost killed some people at one point.
Yeah.
And it was one of those strange situations where there were two groups of golfers off to the right, and I managed to almost hit both groups of golfers. with like a slicing to the right, just horrendous shot.
Yeah, there was
back and to the left.
there was
like the magic bullet.
So there was a tee box up to the right of us, and behind them were the green.
Yes,
and
it was
so it was
that.
like in a diagonal. So it was like us, and then up a little bit to the right was the tee box of the next hole or the hole before us. I forget. And then a green right behind that. He fucking shanked this thing so hard that he didn't even have time to yell four. Thank God the other two dudes with us, Herc and Bob, yelled four to these guys because it literally whipped past the guy that was teeing off as he was like almost getting ready to tee off and landed on the green of the other people.
I essentially fired a bullet through two groups of people.
Yeah. And didn't
No
hit
injuries.
anyone,
You
thank
didn't
God.
hit anybody.
No.
Nope.
Thank God.
Here's a bad one.
Yeah.
Felt kind of bad about that. So we had a little side bet going on. If you don't make it past the women's tee, you have to be the bartender for the night. And the last one to do it, because three of us did do it.
Yes.
It
I did
happens.
it
It
first,
happens.
actually.
happens.
We're not good at golf.
You know,
It
how,
happens.
you know how I avoid that? I play from the women's tees.
Unlucky.
Oh, you play from woman's tees.
They're not Asian tees, they're woman tees.
I know,
You know, like tit hammocks.
A lot of Asians in golf.
I'm lost.
A lot of Asians in golf.
And Asians are wearing tit hammocks in golf. I'm lost. Let's bring
I love
this
when
back.
Tom stares at me silently during an audio podcast.
I didn't know what to say. I haven't heard tit hammocks since 46, I think.
Well, it's before they were bras.
Man.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Before there were
way ahead of
bras,
ourselves.
they called them tit hammocks in inner circles. They printed them in the newspaper as tit hammocks.
No.
Why were they
On
printing them?
sale.
And
No.
how do you know what went
On
on
sale.
in
No.
inner
Tit
circles
hammocks.
in the 40s?
Do you want to know how?
Yeah.
I found a newspaper in the wall of my house, and it said, "Buy a Cadillac, buy a tit hammock."
It didn't come with the Cadillac.
So,
Or it
wait.
did?
They sold.
The tit hammock was more than the Cadillac.
Again, you like follow him along like it's going somewhere, and you believe him for some
yeah.
reason.
I still
Buy a
believe that like,
Cadillac.
it was on the same page or something. I'm trying to make some sense of it, but
I was still with him when he said buy a Cadillac, like it was all going to come together somehow.
why it did happen.
So we get up to this hole where there's tees that are only like 10 inches apart from each other. So I'm like, I literally said out loud, well, the woman's tee is out of play this hole. So that's good. And I got up there, and you know how I shanked that bullet to the right before?
Yeah.
Well, I missed it even worse this time, where it just spun really fast back to the right and wound up going around the right tee, and it kept coming back to the point where I actually didn't clear the woman's tee that was 10 inches in front of the real
Not
tee.
even. I think like the two tee boxes, because they were working on the tee boxes behind us, they were within like 6 inches of each other. Like 6 inches was the two of them together, and he didn't make it past it.
Were you trying, or were you purposely not having?
Oh,
any
he
fun?
reared up and he like whipped this thing, and it went up and fucking spun so hard it went backwards.
It was also a technicality because the way the tee box was angled.
Yes and
You
no.
know, like it went past it, but because it was angled weird, it wasn't angled towards the hole.
But it's not like the tee box moved at any time. Like he stepped up to the tee box, he lined up.
Regardless, you should probably be able to hit it a couple feet at a minimum.
At
And
a
I did
minimum.
not clear that. On any hole, that would have been bartender.
If you think about this, if the hole for that round was exactly where your ball landed, stopped, you would have got a hole in one.
You don't say. You don't say. Is this
That's
mini?
how dreams
Is this
are
mini
made.
golf?
If I
That's how
if I took a
dreams are
full
made.
swing at mini golf, put that swing on it, and that's been
And just pray you don't kill someone.
We'd be here calling you ace, and you would have had bartenders for the rest of eternity.
yeah,
It's true.
That's for sure.
That's understandable, right? You should never have to get yourself another beer out of the fridge, ever.
If you were to drive
were
a
to-
hole in one on a mini golf cart.
If you were to do anything good at golf, like a hole in one, an albatross. You ever heard of an albatross?
Isn't that a
Albatross.
bird?
It's better than an eagle.
Yeah, it's one better than an eagle.
So on a,
It's hitting a 2 on a par 5.
yeah, you got to sink that second shot on a par 5.
Has anyone ever got one of those?
I'm sure it's
I
happened.
know a guy.
Here we go.
I know a guy.
He's a
who knows
Cadillac
guy.
dealer, right?
That's how I know what an albatross is. I don't look these things up. I have better things to do with my time.
You just wait until they're given to you.
Like stare at the wall and think about what I'm going to say in these podcasts.
Well, apparently last time you went into the wall to try to figure out what you're going to say in the next podcast, did you pull out that newspaper? Cadillacs and tit hammocks?
That's, that was like mad long ago, dude.
Yeah, live in the now, bro.
Mad long ago.
So at least that I lost that on the. I lost that towards the end of the round of the golf. So all it cost me was making a round of RBVs.
I wish you never did. Felt like
Excuse me?
ass.
Oh,
things.
Red Bull vodkas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like I had to make martinis, which were discussed ahead of time. It's just the vodka Red Bull is a very simple drink to make.
Yeah, we didn't need martinis. We went through 230 racks, didn't we? Weren't there
Yeah.
two here?
Yeah.
During golf.
No.
No, during golf.
Throughout the day.
Yeah, it was just
Between
a long day.
4.
14 beers each, 15, something like that.
It's about as far as I used to get into a 30-pack during college. About 14, 15. Used to try
I remember
really
those
hard.
days in college where you can do a good damage on your own 30 pack and actually like be okay later.
Or at least the next day.
Never okay later.
It's the recovery that changes after 30.
It was so awful the next day.
It could take a few days now.
I
So you
felt
got the-
like Ace Ventura after he found out Einhorn was a man.
Oh.
Like curled up in a ball, not feeling good.
Cleaning your tongue off?
I mean, not so much that part. I was just going with the.
Augie,
On
bring
the
that
floor.
bring that mic in a little bit. I mean, don't Mike Francesa it, but just
All right.
bring it in a little bit.
All right. You guys can hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah, we can
that's
hear it.
nice. Yeah.
Are you back, Augie?
Crystal.
So you guys had 2 30-packs between 4 lifelong bros on Saturday.
How did you know that?
Oh, I remember. You slept through it. You were supposed
So
to come
you-
over and watch the Ranger game with us.
Guess who felt better on Sunday?
Yeah, seriously.
Augie.
Yeah, I didn't feel too. Yeah, I felt pretty good on Sunday. Felt bad after one of the range games.
I woke up shaking Sunday. In my jammies.
You still wear jammies?
No, I don't know why I said that.
Let's
Just in my,
discuss-
I was
what
only
do you-
wearing my tit hammock.
Love
It
this
is.
thing.
It is. It is nice to see your sport team win and be involved in some kind of man hug jump.
Yeah, it was two
Yeah,
in a
we-
row. It was 2 in a row at
Oh,
CTL.
4 or better. 3 or less is a standard man jump hug between like 3
Because
dudes.
2 is usually just a high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's emphatic high five.
Or even if like 3, like yeah, and you grab each other's hands and you do the clasps thing.
The clamps at the top,
Then you
yeah.
look at each other and then
Hands across
and then
America.
and then you come in really close to each other, and then you back up, and then you let the 4th guy in. You start jump hugging.
Oh, you saw the jump hug.
Yeah, seen it.
It was publicized.
I've been involved in it before. They've been good times. So
But the Rangers live on, and we get more chances to do this.
yeah,
AC. We're going to AC this weekend.
be a good
Yeah,
weekend.
We'll be able to watch him again down in AC. Listen to him on the way down.
Oh, Matt Knight, JRZ himself.
MK.
MK's
Yeah, a little
batch.
bachelor party this weekend.
Some bachelor party.
Yeah, I did want to bring that bachelor party up. I'm glad you reminded me.
What about it, bruh?
I'm just excited at the fact that we are able to get this thing together. You know what I mean?
Well,
we were able to, with urgent emails and email strings and naggy bitches and just people not responding, people not excited for this thing. This email made us excited. Recently got an urgent email that made me even more excited.
the email almost made me less excited due to the urgency of it.
It's like, how am I supposed to act now at this thing if he's urgent about everything?
This sounds like a real laid-back, fun bachelor party at this rate.
Yeah. Do I have to drink a beer with both hands? Is that a thing? Do I have to wear pants? Can I get naked at the end of this thing? Where does the buck stop?
Well, I believe we're sharing a room, so I prefer you not get naked at the end of this thing.
At least wait until I'm asleep to get naked.
Then do what you need to do.
Yeah, just don't touch me.
Just don't put me on social media. And or or do whatever you want. One or the other. Don't put me on social media, or do whatever you want.
Or over-publicize
I'll let you
me.
do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Or don't do what you want, or do whatever you want.
Well, it's looking to be a good night. A nice dinner first. Carmines.
Yeah, it's a nice deal. For all you out there, we're not advertising for Carmines, but Carmines, if you're listening, if you want to throw us a few shmeckles. We'll mention you. We'll mention you at the top. This week on Jumpin' Social, brought to you by Carmines, Atlantic City, where you can have your next bachelor party.
And apparently we now have the ESPN guy doing our commercial.
Brought to you by Carmines.
For just a few shmeckles.
For just a few shmeckles, you can have the bachelor party of your dreams.
$100 for a bowl of pasta.
$100 for a bowl of noodles.
I'm looking forward to getting in a really smoky casino and gambling.
Blackjack all night.
Yeah. Blackjack's will be my first stop. If I do well at blackjack, I'll do everything else.
It's a gateway game.
Yeah. If you win like double what you brought down, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I love playing craps, but I'm not going to sit down with my gambling money and just do stupid things at craps. I want to play with the casino's money, at least.
Craps can end so
Hard
quickly.
eight, hard eight, hey.
Hard eight, that's the way.
Hard eight, hey. You remember that?
I was wondering why you're staring at me. Is that something I should remember?
You remember that?
Hard eight, hey Jeff. Hey.
Hard eight, eh?
Hey. He's giving me a head nod
Hey?
and staring at me.
Hard eight, hey.
Yeah, again.
Hey?
It happened.
Oh, the hard eight, hey?
Hey?
I thought you remembered, but you didn't.
No.
No. Were we all down in AC and you hit the hard eight or something?
Was this a dream?
No, we were down there at a work thing, and we were betting money and betting the hard eight.
And it hit.
Well, it might have hit. Or we were betting the field a lot. Double the field, hey. It's a weird night.
So anyway, how the hell did they organize bachelor parties before emails? Before you could send an urgent email? And how did that happen?
You'd have to send out a mailer with one of those manila envelopes and just have everyone sign the back of it.
Manila?
And then
I didn't think Manila would
And
come
then
up
one
to me.
guy
and then
sends
mail
it to the
and
next
then mail
guy.
it to the next guy.
And then the next guy mails it.
And then write on there in big bold letters, do not let your wife see. Do not let your kids see. Do not open this unless you're in the bathroom by yourself. The only place you're a fortress of solitude. Only open this in your fortress of solitude. That could be your bathroom or it could be a man cave. But this is the 80s. No one had man caves. Let's get real.
He had this like right hand like going up and down the whole time.
And honestly,
Very
I'm
bad.
kind of with him. Like, how did they do it? How did...
A Manila system technically could work. You have a list and an address list, and you sign off yes or no, and you mail it to the next guy.
Or do you think it was just like... or do you think it was just like, this is
never works.
these are the dates, this is where we're going, plan accordingly. And everyone just planned their own shit. When they got there, they just ate some dinner and did some shit together.
I really think the only way that people ever did anything back before the internet was you had to have a meeting place, like a St. Elmo's place, name dropping, like a place where you know your friends are going to be on Friday,
Like Valentino's Pizza.
or Villa Pianos from that movie.
Oh, good. Here he goes
Was it
again.
Mac and me, you son of a
Here
bitch?
he goes again.
Villa Pianos from That Thing You Do. You know your friends are going to be there because that's where the number one band is playing. So back then you'd have to go there and then you'd get together and then you'd have to make promises. Right now it's so easy to break a promise. I mean, you could tell someone like, yeah, we're going to, podcast at noon on a Saturday and then just break that promise. It's
too
easy to do now because
Yeah.
of communication.
Because a simple text message gets you out of all commitments.
Yeah.
Or just
And-
going dark.
And food poisoning.
Yeah.
Like, how do your friends know you have food poisoning without the internet?
I mean,
without
I guess you'd-
without a manila envelope getting mailed from
I guess they would have to call each other at that point.
So yeah, so it's the telephone. It's the telephone. It's St. Elmo's place. It's all those things. They get together. Hey, did you hear? We're having Terry's bachelor party this weekend. Did you tell Donnie yet?
Terry and Donnie.
I sent Donnie the manila envelope.
Are you kidding me?
I did. Did he send it to you?
Are you kidding?
You were next on the
on the
list.
last manila envelope. I strictly wrote on there. We're done with the manila envelopes. Let's meet at St. Elmo's and figure this out. And now we're the only two here.
It's true.
So we're just gonna hope. We got food. We got sandwiches. Terry's mother is so nice, the angel that she is.
Why is
She's
Terry's
making
mother
sandwiches.
there?
She's making sandwiches for the party.
Nice. What a nice lady.
She's worried if Terry's eating or not. Terry's a 350-pound monster, but she's worried if he's eating or not.
I wonder if a lot of guys went uninvited because the manila envelope stopped somewhere at some unresponsible son of a bitch somewhere in the middle of the list.
It's like that game Telephone. You whisper one thing into someone's ear. Hey, this is what happened. Everyone at the party had a fun time, and they all saw each other naked. And then that's supposed to get all the way around, like 12 people hanging out at Sam Elmo's place. That's supposed to get around through 12 people. And at the other side, when you get to the other end, it's going to be like, I missed the Easter egg hunt, and my family was upset, and now I'm out of the house. And that's what it ends up as.
What is happening?
I just never know what goes through this guy's mind.
Oh, it's like sit back and enjoy
Just
this show.
watch.
Yeah.
Just flip the mics on, let Augie have at it.
Yeah.
It's like he's going into this blind.
What are we going to talk about tonight? Doesn't matter. We got
We
Augie.
got Augie.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, you got 17 minutes to fill? Give this man a headband and a microphone.
Oh, they're going to
And,
see the headband.
Yeah, they totally are.
Not that you know, but
Yeah,
we've
you haven't
been
seen
recording.
a damn thing recently. So
Is that
We're
what
all
you
gonna
guys
see
haven't
it.
really been following along with the middle envelope?
I mean, how do you expect us to follow along with all of that? Couldn't
minute-
even jump on the same train. I
It's your
mean,
Manila process.
I'm just scared because I mailed you guys both in a middle envelope about what I'm going to talk about tonight.
I didn't
And
get it.
nobody signed off on it. I have a mailman at work, always on the cell phone. What's up with that?
isn't he supposed to be sending things?
He's supposed to be being a mailman. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Oh boy.
How do you express urgency in a Manila envelope system?
Exclamation points.
Many of them. Everyone ready
red
to have
letters.
fun? I need your fucking responses by 2 p.m. today or else you're not coming.
And then you can say like, this last person was being a naggy bitch. Don't be a naggy bitch to the next person. And then it all ends up back at Donnie's house. But originally, Donnie isn't actually not that responsible.
Well, it's Terry. Terry's looking over him, that's why.
Terry has no idea what's going on. It's a surprise. How'd you get surprise parties back then, too?
Are we going to wear our Naggy Bitch t-shirts?
I do have a t-shirt in the works. It's a surprise.
For everyone?
No. Just for Matt.
Oh, a
For
t-shirt
Matt.
that you'll wear for him?
I was
or-
thinking about wearing it, but I'm just going to let him wear it.
Okay.
They don't sell XXX tall in the store. You got to order
Do you think
online.
that
It's a
he's going to
problem.
want to wear it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess we can't talk about it right now.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is. There's no way. I mean, you guys could strap me down and tickle me. You guys-
All right.
I think we got our next episode. Strap him down and
Yeah.
tickle him, Augie.
Thanks for bringing up something we can't talk about.
Next time on Jumpin' Social, brought to you by Carmines. They're going to strap Augie down and tickle him until he tells all his secrets. Tom's upset. Jeff's hanging on by a thread. But we are podcasting. I mean, this is This is why I like doing this, because this is a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
I'm having fun.
I think it's a lot of fun. I mean,
It's
the whole reason we started this thing.
I just like hanging out. Like
Augie, it seems like you had fun tonight.
Yeah, you
Judging
had
by
a
the
little bit of fun.
The last 8 minutes, I think, prove that Augie's having a good time.
I don't like jumping so much. I like being in things, and I like being social.
So this is a perfect fit for you.
Jump in social. If I'm jumping in metaphorically, of course. If I have to actually jump to be in this thing, it's a problem.
It's a metaphoric
Well,
jump. for sure.
we won't make you do any type of jumps to be able to come back next time. But thank you again for coming tonight, Dogs.
I'm real excited to be a first timer. First time,
second
third
time.
timer.
First timer again.
First time, third timer.
Wouldn't it be first time, second timer?
Second time, second timer. First time, third timer.
Well, this is only your second
Third
time.
time, first timer.
fuck up!
All
right.
It's only your second time.
Two of you. You gotta get some mute buttons on this thing.
Anyhow, thank you, everyone.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
We have to thank Carmines
Yeah,
tonight.
round us out.
Carmines, if you're listening, our email is jumpinsocial@gmail.com. Insta jump.in.social. Twitter @the jumpinsocial. And Facebook is jumpinsocial, one word. I guess if it's all lowercase,
And
you'd
it doesn't
read it
matter where Carmines wants to hit us up for that gift certificate.
Few
With the
shmeckles.
schmeckles in it. That'd be great.
So the Facebook Jumpin' Social is one word. You could read it as Jumpin' Social.
Jumping.
Jumpin's
Oshel.
Social.
Jumpin's Oshel. Oh, man.
All right.
That's it.
See
That's
you
it.
next time.
Yeah. Cut them.
For the first time, for the third time.